Hey guys, Corel Cooper here with OnTheBlack.com, giving you a little Q&A segment where you guys send in the questions and I do my best to answer them. So let's look at the first question. The first one comes from Go57 Mets, and he has a trade deadline question. And the question is, if the Tigers fall out by the trade deadline, would you like to see the Mets go after Curtis Granderson? Well, the short answer to that is yes. I mean, I would like... I wouldn't mind seeing Curtis Granderson on the Mets. I don't know any fan who wouldn't want to see someone like Curtis Granderson on the Mets. You know, he has speed. He can hit in the leadoff spot, especially with Reyes being out. But the bigger question is you know, why would the Tigers trade Curtis Granderson, even if they're out of it by the trade deadline? You know, he signed with the Tigers through 2013, and then I think there is a team option in 2014. So he's locked up for years to come here at pretty good money. You know, he's a good young player. He has a lot of speed. He's good in the Tigers community as well. You know, he not only is you know, plays on the field, but he also is a positive influence in that community. So I don't see why the Tigers would be willing to or would entertain trades for Curtis Granderson. So I think that's highly unlikely. You know, looking at the Mets for a corner outfielder spot, their best chance, I think, is probably going to be someone like Matt Holliday if Oakland's out of it by the trade deadline, because he is in the last year of his deal. But would I like to see Curtis Granderson on the Mets? Yes. Do I think it will happen? No. And the next question comes from T Strong Mets 20, and he asks, I was wondering what you think the Mets will do with Murphy when Delgado comes back, because Manuel said Murphy's done in left field, so when Delgado comes back, there's no place for Murphy as a starter. So, you know, when and if Delgado does come back, you know, I think one or two things will happen. You know, it's either going to be Murphy's going to be on the bench, or, you know, regardless of what Manuel may have said, I think Murphy might be back in left field. One thing that I don't think will happen is I don't see the Mets packaging Murphy in, you know, a deal before the trade deadline to try to bring in a need that they may fill. I don't think that Murphy's going to go anywhere, so I'm not a fan of trading him, and I don't think the Mets will do that either, simply because, you know, the Mets were very high on Murphy in the spring. You know, if you remember, they came out early and said that, you know, he was pretty much going to be a starter. You know, not because of his defense, but because he can hit. You know, they knew that going into the season, putting him out in left field, there were going to be issues there because he was out of position, but they still put him out there anyway because, you know, the Mets really liked Murphy and they wanted to get his bat in the lineup. So, you know, and also with Delgado being in the last year of his deal, you know, there's a good possibility that Murphy might be the Mets first baseman next year. So I don't see the Mets trading him. You know, it's either going to be he's going to be on the bench and he's going to be a bat off the bench, or, you know, if the Mets continue to get hit by this injury bug and they need another corner outfielder, he might be back in left field when Delgado comes back. But, you know, we're a ways away from Delgado being back, so for now it's going to be Murphy at first base when he's out there. And that's it for my Q&A segment this week, guys. Let me know what you think about you know, Curtis Granderson and Daniel Murphy, and if you have a question or a comment that you would like me to respond to in my weekly Q&A segment, please send me an email during the week and I'll be sure to get you guys in my Q&A segment. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon.